Hi. Connecting to software, and I am live on Nettie's. Hi guys. And I am live on YouTube. Hi everyone, how are you? Well look, I'm wearing a jumper. It's freezing, look, thick jumper. I've gone from being at the beach. So this is my idea of today's card, because a while ago one of the ladies asked for along these lines and I hadn't brought it, but I have now. So I thought, because there was a whale and a dolphin, there's no alcohol. Missed that point, didn't we? So we have been up in the Gold Coast for a week with our two older sons, and our one lives there. One came with his wife and two kids, and the other two have got two kids, and we took the twins and we had an excellent time. We had a really cool holiday. It was so much fun. But we went whale watching. When we were whale watching, we saw more dolphins than we did whales. And look at this. I decided, because along the lines had dolphins. So if you notice here, on that thing, there's a line in between there. So on this one, I worked out how not to do it. Now you can see there's nowhere to write a letter. And voila, we have. And we have an envelope, which you can still write your address and everything on, because it's only a little dots over it. And look at that. Oh, dolphins in and out, in and out, in and out. Oh my God, we had the best time. I could have done this because it was our 44th wedding anniversary. Oh my God, we're so bloody old. Oh my God, I can't believe it. We are old, mate. We are old. And so anyway, I just don't see why I'm live. And I'm just doing that so I can just have a quick look. And so we had a ball. We did everything. We went with the kids, the adult kids, of course, you know, my adult kids and the grandkids and all of that. And we went to so many places. We went to a light show. We went whale watching. We went, I don't know if anyone knows the Gold Coast. It wasn't as hot. Like, it did get to 22 during the day, but I'm telling you, in the morning till 10 o'clock it was freezing, and there they are expecting me to get my bathers on and go on with the kids. I'm like, no friggin' way, mate. No way at all. Their kids have got wetsuits on. I'm not a friggin' seal. So I went up to my knees. I actually put shorts on and got wet right up. I looked like I peed my pants. And the kids were, Mama. And I said, oh, don't worry about it. So I hope you're going to like this card. Oops, I got some more. I got another one in the mail while I was away called Bubble Balloons. So I'll have to do that. But next week, I did promise, oh, that's all right, they're on the floor, that I would do a card from Notes and Totes from Megan LaCour. She made a great one. So next week, that's my card. I wrote it in there. But because this arrived and I knew one of our ladies, and I can't think of her name, she wanted to see a card made in this. So I thought, I'm going to do it. So I've used Blueberry Bushel. And that's the back of it. Isn't that cute? And as you know, my instructions are all at her introduction. So you can have a look there. And I'm just trying to look what's in the chat. I'm just going to say hi. See if any of my YouTube people come on. There you go. Oh, okay. I don't know what I did there. I put hi, but yes, it did work out. Anyway, so last week I did this while I was away, and if anyone watched it, you would have laughed your head off. I burnt my fingers. I forgot to pick the kids up from school to swim a watch, so I had to run out twice. I had to stop it. I put my, see the tin there? See there? I put my dies in there, and I couldn't find them anywhere, and I'm looking what a doofus. I never even saw them sitting there. So I cut it off, and then we spliced it together, but my husband didn't splice the last bit, which was putting it together. But if you looked at the front of it, it's self-explanatory. That was called Smoking Hot, and it was smoking hot because it burnt my fingers. So anyway, go have a look at last week's, and when you look at the photo, that's how easy to put it together. Once you've done all the stamping, which you did see, at the last minute I didn't add this, and I thought, oh, never mind, that's life. Move on. I thought it was a lovely card, and I hope someone makes it. So that's our instructions, but they are on the front of the introduction to my card. So if you haven't taken a snapshot, you don't. Now I did pull out totes and notes because I wanted the sending warm wishes, and I also used from the notes and totes dies, I used the these two. Now next week I am going to do the notes and totes by Megan LaCour. I wish I could say it properly, and make that one. So look for that. Alright, I'm going to pop these over here and put these aside till I'm ready. And we'll just put our little... Oh, I love the envelope. I was so pleased with how that worked. I'll put it there. You all know who I am. My shop, if you want to... This stamp set, you don't need dies for. And it makes amazing cards. Now, at the end, if you've got a minute, I actually saw on Pinterest a couple of ones that were so simple, I thought I could do them in 2 seconds flat for you. But if you go to my shop, this set, where did I put the stamps to it after all that? Here it is. This stamp set is number 165352, and it's only about $43, and it's actually, I'll show you another one. It's got the card there. Look, it's so easy to use some of these things. I looked at it and was not sure, but now I see there's so much more to be done with it. You wait. Anyway, so I put that aside. So we've got blueberry bushel, and we're going to cut that. I've got my little instructions here on the side just in case I didn't remember. So I'm going to get my trimmer, and this is I'm going to have to put it out because it's a long one but a skinny one. So we're cutting the blueberry bushel is 4 1/4, which means we're doing it this way. So remember that this is, in Australia it's 8 1/2. Oh God, that looks like 8 1/4. They changed their size. 8 1/4. It's 8 1/4. Sorry. So we're doing it at 4 1/2 is the second mark along, which is 4 1/8. So we're up there. And then we're doing it by 11. Okay, so take that bit off. And now we're going to score that piece at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. So 2 3/4 is there. Make sure your blade's down. And 5 1/2. Alright, so make sure that all leads in properly, and that piece that comes back, is it there? Yeah. Now again, we've already done these type of cards, you know this. We've done these fold backs, which we did with the car. Did you see the car? I did the car the other day. I don't know if you saw, for the 16th birthdays, I need a lot of mail cards. Now this time we're going to basically do the same, and we're going to do it at 11. So we could cut the 11 first to make it easier for you to see. 11. Remember that ad for the elevator? And we've got two, sorry, we're going to actually do that by 11 by 1.5, because this piece is this on the bottom here. I had cut it out at 2, but I realised it was just far too big. Okay, so if we had another piece of cardstock, at least we'd make another one out of that. And that's at 11. And we're going to score that exactly the same, which is 2 3/4 and 5.5. Okay. Now when we score that, I'm going to show you. It doesn't look like. Okay. So that one comes out scores like that. Okay, so that would be the same one if you did it like that, but we're going to turn it around and it's going to sit here and here, and that's what makes our double Z fold. Alright, so now we need DSP. Now I've used the, I have used the Thoughtful Journey, which is still in. And so what I've done here is I've tried to see how I've got the landscape at the top. I've got them all in the same. So this was this one. Okay, and then we wanted, this is a different sheet, isn't it pretty on the back? But I wanted it to look sandy. So I've done it from the sandy bit. Okay, so those are the pieces left over, which I can't use now, but I can use later. You can always use your scraps. So we are going to cut the Thoughtful Journey 2.5. So we're going to take, that's more of the bottom one. I don't think we need them, but look at that at the back. Oh my God, that is so beautiful, isn't it? I'll just pop those out of the row in case I do need them. We do need to use both of these. And we're going to cut off a little bit, so this way. Okay, and so the DSP is 3 3/4 is there. Yeah, whoops, got to use the blade, so that's why we can use those for another card later. 3 3/4, so one of them will be 2.5, 2.5, there's 2, 2.5, goodness gracious, got to get it in there, 2.5 by the 3 3/4 and 2.5 again. So it is going to take you 2 sheets of the same DSP to do this, okay? And then this one is the 3 3/4 by, where are we, 5 1/4. And just double checking, always double check twice. And make 2 of the smaller ones and then 5 1/4 by 3 3/4. So 5 1/4 is there. And it's not a hard card, it's just getting your stuff cut out properly. Whoops, we might as well do the bottoms while we've got it. Alright, so as I said, I only want the bottom, and for the base is 1 1/4 by 2.5, so 1 1/4. I love these rulers, these trimmers, because they have everything on it. So 1 1/4, that goes away for another day. And there's 2 of these at 2.5. Make sure you keep them in sequence so you know first and second piece. Okay. Oh, today I've been on duty with the grandkids doing the babysitting, and I had to laugh because my husband, I've got to go back to the big one now, Thoughtful Journey, we've done that, so we've got like 2 at that, and 1 at, what have I done? A Thoughtful Journey, 2.5 by 3 1/4, make 2, 5.5, so 5 1/4, have I done something wrong there? Oh, no. Thoughtful Journey, 2.5 by 3 1/4, make 2. 5 1/4 by 3 3/4, 1 1/4 by 2.5, make 2, plus 1 1/4, and it should say 1 1/4 by 5 3. Oh my goodness, guys, please make note of that, because that would not be healthy. You'd be annoyed with me. On the last measurement it says 3 1/4, and it should say here, make 2 of the small ones. 1 1/4 by 3 3/4 is incorrect. It's 5 1/4. I am so sorry. I thought I went over that over and over, but obviously something went missing. So here is 5 1/4. Alright, now we're going to get those out and put away properly so we don't make any more mistakes. More leftovers for later. So on our long one, we're going to start with this guy. And, oh, hello anyone on YouTube, how are you? Please say hello. I don't know if anyone's on Facebook yet, but oh, you didn't miss me from last week. That's a shame. I'll put hello at everyone and see if we can get anyone at everyone. How's that? Oh my goodness, I can't even spell. I'm just going to take that. Give me 1 sec. Hello. O. Shift. At. I'll put plus. I've got big fingers. At. Everyone. Let's see if that brings anyone in. Oh, look, I'm talking to myself. So this one's going in here. And then the 2 little ones, that, I think that came down from there, didn't it? Look. Because this is our sand. Well, I think that's come over from... No, I'm going to do it that way. This is our sandy floor. I've noticed some of my pages I get a few looks, but no one ever talks to me. Well, they do sometimes. Okay, so we've done that one. Oh, look, you feel like you're done when you've half done a few of them. Alright. Now, just make sure which sequence they go in. And it's that one. So start with your correct sequence. Oh, got sticky fingers. Oh, we went out, I thought it was our 45th wedding anniversary, but it was only our, oh my goodness, what did I do there? Get that off, you've got 2 seconds, look at that. No, I did do that one right. It's the other one I'm putting on upside down. So you've got seconds. Hold the bottom of your card and just stick it up a bit higher. Okay, give that a bit of a little rub. Wow, I nearly did that wrong, didn't I? I'm too busy speaking about myself. because I want that one there, and then the big one. So it was our wedding anniversary, and I thought it was 45 years. Oh, Jesus. We got married at 20, so we were young. And I said to my daughter-in-law, you got to make a special dinner, because they've got little kids at home. Hi, Lee. How are you, darling? You watch me. I'm telling them I went to the Gold Coast for our wedding anniversary and had such a ball. So now we've got those two together ready. So now we're going to start with some stamping. Where are we? And while we were there, we went out for dinner on our anniversary. She was going to make us a special dinner, and I said to her, yeah, you're going to have to make me a special dinner. With the fish. She makes a really lovely fish. But she, I'm just going to get my little dolphin on there. And then I want to get my birdie. And I'll show you a little trick with this birdie that I didn't realise till I'd already stamped twice. So with the bird, if you have a look there, there's two lines. So just get a wet wipe. And hi YouTubers, how are you? And so what we're going to do is we're going to stamp it. Back to my story, and I said, you're going to make me a special dinner, and she does this beautiful fish. And then when I realised I'd got it wrong, I'm going to just rub off, see here, I'm just rubbing off that line that comes between the bird. I don't want to what? Alright, and then that, and I'll turn that round, and now I will get a bird without the line. See if you see the line there? I don't want that line. So I'll just do that again. I've got a few of these, and I've got a birdie up. Did I put one on that side? I didn't. I put a birdie up there. Oh, why didn't that tail work properly? Oh, probably because I haven't got that up. Guess what? I've got my trusty pen here. I should have probably stamped it before I put it on, but I didn't. So again, tricks of tricks of tricks. So take that off and that off. And we have one more bird over here. There we go. He's also done it there. So please put your bird on before you do your put it on the paper, because it needs that enforcement on it. Okay, so we've stamped our birds on. With our dolphins, I have one of my colours here I used is Misty Moonlight. I've got a pen. I've got my gold. Now this is out of stock, I know, but this is a twine, but I used it because I liked it. Alright, now I've got a little bit of extra blue. I've got an envelope. Once I do all my the washing stuff, I'll bring all that out and do that. And what else have I got in my box? Water painter. Oh my God, all these tools. So this is the Thoughtful Journey, which if I'm sure it's still in, but if it's not, look at these nice new containers I got so I can put all my stuff in to show you. I can keep it all together. Alright, now, where's my little bag of bits and pieces? I think it's here. So to save you the hassle of watching me stamp, 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 I have cheated. And I have done one, which one is blue. So I have done 1, 2, 3, 4. I've done some of these, okay, and I've got all of those ready. I've got my water painter, and I've got to stamp more. So on my, let's do that now. On my that's my outside, my mat to go. I'm putting the mat on the back because we're not going to be able to write. Hi Rhonda, how are you, darling? Hope you're doing well. Nice of you to come on. So we're going to stamp and we're going to paint. And this is the fun, but you'll like this. Aren't I easily amused? And I've got those there ready because they need a bit of painting. And I've cut them all out because there is no dies to this. But that's why I think it's a really good option. And at the end I'll show you 2 more cards. Oh my God, I've got to take my jumper off. I'm getting hot. Even though it's winter in Melbourne, I'm hot. Now I've got Winnie the Pooh on. You can't really see it too much, thank goodness. Okay, I'll put my glue away before I spill it somewhere. So with here, I'm going to use my Misty Moonlight ink pad. And I'm going to get an ink block and just pick up a little piece. Right? Where am I going to put it? Can you see it there? Yeah. So I'm going to get my painter, drop some water onto it. Oh, it's nice and rich. And this is my back of my card. So I'll just turn it over and make sure I did it. And so I just did like the C, okay? I just painted on there as the C. Just splotched it along, gave it a few paints and up and down. Because we've got to have the ocean, because that's where we were. We were in the ocean. So we're going to just darken up a couple of those little spots. So because I noticed how black the sea was. I videoed the whales going and the dolphins and all of that. Now put that to the side. Now I like to do, you know, I like to do my envelopes. So I'm doing the same with that. But I'm just not doing it. Get some angry cloud. What do they call them? Racing horses, or I'm going to get that darker. Oh, nice couple of bits in there. Right, get that from the side because then that comes out with darker. Because we want the horses there. Now on the back of my envelope, I've always saying weighted, I've put a little bit. So I'm just going to leave a little bit on there. Now on these guys, I've just put a sort of a bit onto them because they do go through the water. And you don't want all blue dolphins, do you? Okay. So we've got that, we've painted, we're happy. Now I need to pick up my dolphin stamp and we're going to put, what are we, on the back of it. Oh, I've even done it on the back. So I've got it, I'm going to take that out like this. Okay, and I've got a dolphin coming over, a dolphin going up. Well, I did that one a bit up more, and a dolphin going there. Ooh, now these aren't too bad getting the back on. Now what I'm going to do is just run a little bit of water under our dolphins. Okay. Isn't that nice? You can just, this is what I think's good about this stamp set. You don't have to have a hell of a lot of money to spend to get some nice cards. And like I said, I will show you. Alright, so let's put that to the side there. So our envelope's done and that will dry. This guy's done, so we're just going to add our dolphins here. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to get my mat on here because that's what I was missing. And this is for the back of the, for inside the card to write, sure. And we've got some dolphins jumping up. And I might put an extra one going down. Okay. He's in there. So, right, that's going on the back of our card. So while I've got it out, oh, I do need, don't you think I need just a little bit darker there? And I just need just a little bit to make the ocean look. That's it. Just a fiddly farts, I know. Oh, I did put a birdie on there as well. Okay, so again, I don't want those lines. So I'm just getting those out as much as they are nice. And there you go. Oh, I did get a bit there, probably because I'd wet it too much. Never mind, you know what? I don't think anyone will care when I send them a card. So this is going to go on the back. And it looks messy with the water, doesn't it? But it is ocean. I have just, I'm going to just get that and do swirls. Because I haven't done my swirls as much, have I? Okay. That one is a bit messier. And I'll just, there you go. That looks a bit more oceanly, doesn't it? It was so deep out there, it was actually black. Oh, it was a bit scary. It was a bit scary. And you know I've had my hip done, so I'm standing there wobbling on my leg going, oh, don't know if I like this. So now this is going to go on the back. Build it up as you go. Don't build it too much till when you finish, because it's a bit of work. So we've got our envelope, we've got our back, and you've seen we've got the envelope done. He needs some dolphins on the front. Dolphin, come back to me. Right. There's our one dolphin and our two dolphins on the front. Oh, I reckon anyone would like to get this, don't you? Now, right, so we're getting there, We've done our front, we've done our back. Now, we're going to put our dolphins. I'm just going to put that out so I can see what I'm doing. So, this is the next bit to do, is to put, this is where it's going to sit. We've already done this. So we are going to glue only on the first half and only on the second, and we're only going to glue it to the 1 and a 5 centimeters, but it's 1.5. So we're only going to glue it 1.5, which is actually 4 centimeters if you do it the other way. I don't. So we're going to do it 1.5 just here. So I did a nice sort of big blotchy in here, and the same over here, because that's got to hold it every time it opens up and shuts. Let's give it a sec. Dry it off a little bit. Fold this one in, lay it down, put that on the end and that on the end. Make sure that it is straight on the ground, and it's also, just hold it for a few seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Crazy, aren't I? Oh, hello. Hi Jenny, how are you, darling? I was just blabbering on about our great holiday, which made me do this card instead of the one I was going to do. So now we've got it opens and shuts, and there's our beach and our ocean. So I'm going to put my, what are they called? Yes, you know what they are. Having a cray-cray here. Might just shut this up before I end up having worse problems. I am going to put my dolphins on. All my little dolphins. So this guy just got glued straight down. Oh, gluing him up a bit close to me, aren't I? So he's up on the water line. So he's just getting ready. This guy, he has a little glue on his nose. So we got 4 of these, and I did hand cut them. And a little glue on his tail. Now, sorry, I'm not showing you enough. See his tail and his nose. So he is just sitting there. So put him on his tail, and his nose is going up there. And that glue won't stick anywhere, and if it does, I will dry that off with my glue thing. Always do this, make sure you have it safe. Hi Kate, how are you, sweetheart? Jen, I loved your last card while I was away. I got to watch it in afterplay. Alright, so now we've got another dolphin that's going to go on dimensionals. So now, as you can see, you can either use minis or you can take them from the bottom of the pack, the bottom, and get a half a one. I better put this block away because it's got a lot of ink on it. Okay. Can you see me? Yep, yep. So he's going to stand out a little bit more. Or she. We saw some mother whales. And she is going, let me have a look. In that one is going down into the water. And make sure you put it on where its tail, its line doesn't get there. Okay, now we got another one over here. And just a little bit of scrappy bits. This is the good thing about your scraps, you can use them and they're fine. We also went to a light show at the Currumbin Wildlife Sanctuary, and we've only been there to see the kids playing. They feed all the birds, and the birds land on them, and it's so cute. All the kids are running around while the birds fly up and land on them. And so this time though, they did a big light show. They had that in Melbourne a while back at the Botanical Gardens, and it wasn't quite as big as that, but it was really nice. And of course we went to a night market and had the dinner that we were meant to have the anniversary, but we didn't. And when we left there, my naughty boys, who are my sons, did something really, really special. And look at that, see, it's coming together. So now on here we're going to do a little bit. Hi Roslyn, how are you, darling? Hope you're well. You've missed me. Me and my trouble. I don't know if you watched my last card, and I had to explain how to refix it because my splicing didn't go as well as it should. Well, you've got to put your things away as you work. I noticed, Jenny, that your desk is a little bigger to work on than mine. Okay, I've got some of this string now. This is out of date. So, this is out of last catalogue, but I've still got some and I'm using it. And it's going to go along from there to there. So I'm just going to cut that now while it thinks of it. And I'm just going to get my scissors and open that out because it's got nice, see how it's easy to pull apart, make it a bit like driftwood on the beach, isn't it? And I want a bit more on the end doing the same. I've got so much stuff, you can't lose it, you can't not use it, to be honest. So while I've got that out before I do the other piece, I'm going to run this along. And I just use my tear and tape across there. Where's Picky gone? I know, everything's in front of me and yet you still lose it. I know, Jen, I've seen you lose stuff too. We all sit there and go. Now I also put a bit of string down here because that's like driftwood. So anyway, the boys, after we finished dinner, and because the babies are only little, we all have dinner at 5:30. Oh my God, I'm getting old and getting at 5:30. And then we all were going back, but they stopped at the beach on the way, and some people might not approve of this, but it might be a little bit illegal. But my boys had some fireworks, and because it was our wedding anniversary, we came out and they put the fireworks up, and oh my God, it was it was like heaven. It was so nice that they thought of that. Oh, I don't know what, I can't read your message, Rosalind, because I'm trying to see what's going on here. Alright, so on the spare piece of blueberry bushel, to make sure I've got that right, blueberry bushel, yes, I'm going to use my Versamark. So I'll just clean that off. And this is where I did use the notes and totes. So I didn't put it in the instructions really because, you know, you weren't going to go and buy a stamp just to get this. But it's got a couple of nice sayings I used. So I have used this one that says, sending warm wishes. Put that on my glass there so I don't lose it. Alright, so Versamark in, a couple of good spotches. I must have to, you know, you can get refills for your Versamark. If they run out, get a refill. So we've got that, and I am doing it in silver so it stands out. So there it goes. So they did the fireworks, and oh, they were so beautiful. And yes, well, I'm a bit naughty, so my boys are. And I got to say, that was so exciting. It was exciting for me. It was really lovely to have a whole night that was just about us and things. People did things for us. So we got up and danced, and the lady that was singing, she was so cute. She was only young. She was a young girl, about 25 or 6, and she was singing and playing songs, and we told her that my granddaughters' names were Willow and Harry. So she sang a song about the willow tree, and she sang another song about a Harry. So that was so cute, wasn't it? All right, now wait, here's the noise coming. You can see why I burnt my fingers on the other one, because I was redoing the gold 3 times, and because I couldn't cut it out to do it like this, it burnt my fingers. So you might have heard me when I did that card. When I did this card, I burnt my fingers on there. Then we had to stop because I went, oh shiz, and I forgot to pick the kids up. So it was a great day that day, and my husband put it all back together to go online when I was away, and then I noticed a bit of it was missing. I was like, oh my goodness. Alright, so with this I've just fussy cut it out, so bear with me. And what else did we do? It definitely wasn't that hot. I mean, everyone's saying to me, oh, it's going to be so hot up there, but it wasn't. It got to like 22 or something, but in the morning when you wake up, it's absolutely freezing. And the place that we had was right near the beach, and we could walk out and walk across the road. So we did that, and then we went out for dinner. We went for walks. We had a really good busy week. I made my husband do something with the teenagers. He took them jet skiing, and they absolutely loved it. I said to him, you've got to take them jet skiing because it's the most fantastic thing they could do. Alright, so again, I'm going to put these on dimensionals. Nothing like a bit of excess postage to go there, but no, this is one you give to someone. And I've got 2 of them. So, oh, our YouTubers aren't chatting today. Oh, it says easy peasy. I've put the wrong name on. I'm so very sorry. I'll fix that up later. This is my beach one. Alright. Now that's going on there. So that pulls that up. And these are from Notes and Totes from the dies. I used some of my little daubers, and I had a little bit of ink on some, and I just gave it a, oh, that's not working. One of them had a bit, so I just gave it a bit of a brush with whatever I had. So don't don't panic about that. Do whatever you like. I don't think I really did those. They were fine. So you don't have to rush off and buy those. You just use what you've got. That's what I say. Use what you got. I reckon you can just get the stamps. Thanks, Roslyn. Alright, so now these ones come out lovely. They jump up. So I've only glued around the outside. If I can get my glue to go. And I've put one over here. Now see how that stands up a little bit? And a bit of a starfish. So these are all from Notes and Totes dies. So if you're looking for them, they're there. We got that one. And we've got another one down here. I haven't really got 3, but today I'll put the 3rd one on. How's that? I'll do 3. The other one, see, this one's only got 2. But today, because you're special, I'll put 2 or 3 on. Only because I've cut them out anyway. Oh, what have I got over here? Instructions for something else. I've got a couple of classes coming up, so I've been working on what I'm going to do there. So I might not put that other one in there. Yes, I might. More is more. Oh, oh. Okay. I'll give that a honestly, how long have we been? 45 minutes. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good for... Look at that. What do you reckon? And look at the card. The envelope. Everything's a bit fishy. Oh, now, I have splattered. So, this is another trick. Hi, Caroline. How are you, darling? I will see you soon. My friend Caroline comes from New South Wales. So, she's coming down for a little bit of a holiday. We'll see her mum. So, just get your... On the big end, not the little one because it doesn't really... I found that out. Put it inside your lid and just give it a little flick. And look at that, just a little bit. And on the back of this one, you can still write your name, but I like that. I am easily amused, folks. I am so easily amused. And that's our card. What do you reckon? Who likes it? Give me a big like and share it and be my bestie. I need all I can get. I've got to get my things out to everybody. Now, what I was going to show you, I saw a card done with this. There was 2 of them. So, I'm just going to see if I can get that done. So, one of them, they used... I've got to remember which one it is. They used the dog, or was it the flower? Oh, what did I think? Oh, I'm looking for, this is what I'm looking for. Okay, so that's an old piece of cardstock that's out of state. That's last year's colours. I am going to... Do you love it, Lee? Oh, thanks, sweetheart. I'm so easily amused, aren't I? I just have to quickly go to the photo I took of that to show you. So, okay, Facebook there. Okay, one I saw on Facebook, and I thought I must show you this. So instead of having to do all that, all they did was get the doggy, and you can make your invitations. So if you had a kid's birthday or something like that, or if you want to do get your dog, and maybe we'll put the dog... Oh, we'll just do it in black. It might be easier. So, but I thought this was so good. So you could do your dog there. Okay. And then if you've got something like blooming phrases, you could find... What's that one? celebrate. I want to see happy birthday. There's a birthday and there's a happy. So I'll just get doggy off there for a minute. We're going to put happy. And honestly, happy. And there's birthday. Okay. Now look at that for a little greeting for someone. You could also just get your pen and join it up like this and over to there. Okay, and you could do something like that for a little gift card or on a normal card. I saw another one. I just can't think what I saw. But I thought, it's such a versatile, isn't that lovely? Just a lovely little note card that you can give someone, put something inside, flowers, anything, and add it to your card. And if you don't want to give a big card or invitation to a party, you know, it would be really lovely. And I thought I must show you that. I've just got to remember what the other one was. I've got the photos of the kids. I must have forgot what the other one is. Brain doesn't work all that well all the time. Oh, thanks, Lee. That's really nice of you. So I hope you like those. And next week, one of the ladies called Megan Lee Cornu. She is one of our members, but she belongs, it does a lot of cards, and she made this beautiful Notes and Totes card, which was so easy, and I asked her, could I show you? So next week, that's what I'm going to do with that. Tomorrow's easy peasy is, I write them down now, I find some little ideas and I think, so I don't have to look too hard. And tomorrow's easy peasy is, oh, actually, tomorrow I'm going to do it, not next Tuesday, tomorrow I'm going to do her one as my easy peasy, because about showing you how you can get a card from someone and you can make it as long as you have permission. So, folks, thank you very much for watching. Oh, I know what I wanted to do next week is I got a Christmas one, a Christmas bulbul one, and I thought I would do that. So hopefully you've all enjoyed this this stamping, and I wish I could find the other one. I'll try and find it and redo it and put it on put a photo of it on and see where we go from there. And have a great night, guys. And I'm glad you let me waffle on about my holiday, because I had a really good time. And so anyone's coming to my easy class, it's that class that I'm doing her card. And if you're not, we'll see you next Tuesday night. Thank you so much and goodbye. And